everybody, Patty Ann here. Thanks a lot for joining me today. I've got something fun to teach you today. It's on using patterns in both Cricut Design Space and in Silhouette Studio for your Cameo machine. But not only am I going to show you how to use the patterns or how to get them into your machine or your software, I'm going to show you a really fun place that has a fabulous amount of really fun patterns for you to use. So follow me to my desktop and let's get started. Okay, look up on my screen and you can see all the really cool patterns that are available to us. So check out up here first of all. And oh, by the way, I'll have the link for you down below so you don't have to worry about saving it right now. But there are abstract patterns, alcohol ink patterns, animals, beach, block patterns, camouflage, checks, ethnics, floral, summer. Okay, but you might be thinking, okay, well, that's fine, but are there more than that? And there certainly are. So let's go back to animals for the heck of it. And so if we start here looking, we can see all these animals that are available to us. But look, you can keep loading them more and more and more and more, right? And these are really, really fun to be able to use for cards and that kind of thing. So maybe I wanted to use the toucan. Look at that. You could put it on an umbrella, I guess, somehow. But I'm just going to show you how to use it for cards. So what I would do is after I did this, I would go to the free download. Now notice, these are free for personal and commercial use with attribution, which means you have to tell where you got this pattern from. If you don't want to do the attribute or attribute it to somebody, you can pay for it, right? But if you want to use it for free, you have to tell people where you got this pattern from. So then you would do this, a free download. And here is the information that you'll need so that you can tell people where you got it, the attribution. And I would just copy this and put it into my documentation of whatever it is that I'm making. But let's just go ahead and continue on. So I've downloaded it. It's right here. It's a zip file right now, if you'll notice. And I can see it if I come up here to view up in the upper left-hand corner and say large icons. Well, I can't really see it this time. For some reason, it's not showing up. But let's go back up one to this, and I'm going to click on it and say extract all. And I always leave this exactly the way it is on my computer. And I just say extract. And this is it here. And now if I open it, let's see, can I see it now? Usually you can see what it looks like. Yes, there it is, okay? So now what I can do is this. For my silhouette, all I need to do is open up my silhouette, and usually you're in the design area. You come over here to the library, and I'm going to minimize that a little bit like this, because what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to open this piece. Okay, that's not the one that I extracted, so let me get rid of that one. This is the one that was extracted because I can see the image of the birds I want. So all I would have to do now is come over here into this part, and I probably would go to the patterns folder, and then I can just drag this right over here and drop it, and there it is right there in my pattern folder. Now, if I don't want to do it that way, another way I could have done it is this. So let's start again. Let's minimize this. Let's go get a different pattern instead. How about so there's tons of really cute things in here. Let's see, maybe let's go back up here. I'm going to just go to beach. Okay. But you know, I think I won't do beach because I'm not a big beach lover. Subtle. That's interesting. Wow, space. Astronauts. All right, let's just say I want to do one of these astronaut ones. So I'll just click on this one. And that's super cute. I can download it, a free download. There's the information I need to save. I've already got it over here as a zip file. Click on that to open it. Now I can't use this yet because you'll notice even if I come up here to view extra large icons, I really can't see what that is yet until I extract it. So I'm going to go back to where I was, and I'm going to say extract all. That means to unzip it because right now it's a zipped file. I'm going to extract all, leave this just as it is, and say extract. And so there it is right here. Now, what I could do if I wanted to, just like we had done before, is just drag it. But I'm going to show you a different way. But let's see. Can we see it? Yes, look, we can see it now. So the other way you can do this with Silhouette is simply to come here. Again, we would be in the design area first. Come to the library. We'll go to File, Library, Import to Library. So I want to import this to my library. So I would find that file that I just downloaded. So it should be in my download folder. And it should be this one, Galaxy, Baby Astronauts. Here it is here, double click. Now when I bring that in, it's automatically going to go into my all file types. And I really want to put it in my patterns. So I'm going to just click on it and drag it over here till I get to the folder that says patterns. I'm still holding down my mouse key, holding it down until I get my mouse directly over the folder into which I want to put it. Then I can release it. And now if we go to the patterns folder, we'll see there it is right there. There's the toucans I did. And a little earlier today I did this music one. So let's now go to Cricut Design Space and see how easy it is to use these over there. Okay, I've already opened Cricut Design Space and we're just going to upload the 2 patterns that I showed you how to do earlier. So it's going to be the same technique. You'll find them on that website. You'll download them, you'll unzip them or extract them, and now you'll go to Upload in Cricut Design Space. Usually you go to Upload an image. This time we're going to go to Upload a pattern. We're going to browse, and we're going to look for those patterns that we just did, and they were in the Downloads folder. One of them was the toucan bird. So I'll open that folder, and it was the JPEG, so I'll say open. There it is, just like that. And what I should do is put colors that are mainly in it, so that gives me a little hint. And I can also tell some themes that are in it. So for example, I could click animals and wildlife. I'm not sure if there's any others that would be appropriate for this, but that's the idea. I would also go to, maybe it's sort of a modern looking thing. It's sort of juvenile perhaps. And so it is seamless. Okay, and I'll tell you what that means in a minute. Save. So now it doesn't show up right here, you'll notice, but it does say that my pattern was uploaded successfully. So let's go and do the other one as well. Upload a pattern, browse, and this time I don't want the toucan, I want the space thing. There it is, Galaxy, background, baby astronaut. So I want the JPEG one again. Click on that, say open, and there it is. So it could probably be baby, because it is a baby in there. I didn't notice that before. Let's see what else would work. I don't know. Anyway, juvenile, blue, there's some orange and some red and some greenish. So I would just say save. So again, it doesn't show up here, but it is in my patterns. So let me show you that now. We're going to go to new, and I'm going to just draw an image, or a shape I should say. Whoops, a shape, there it is. And I'm going to fill this shape with the pattern, one of the patterns that I just uploaded to this. So I'm going to come over here to no fill, and I'm going to say print, and I'm going to come here to the color type right here, and I'm going to say pattern, and this is going to show the patterns, and the most recent ones I just put in here are up here at the very top. So I'll put the toucans in, and there they are, just like that. So I was going to show you what it meant when I said, what was it, non-repeat, it was a repeating pattern. Let me show you. I'm going to go to shape, draw it whoops, there's the square, make it large. I'm going to also add a pattern to that, so I'm going to change it to print. I'm going to change the color type. I don't want a color. I'm going to change it to pattern. And this time I'll use the astronauts. And of course, as you know, you can edit this pattern and change the scale of it to make it really big or really, really small. So what I wanted to show you was, even though I made it really small, you can't see the lines like where the pattern stops and starts. I can do the same thing clicking on this one, and I can change it from that pattern to this pattern instead. Okay, so there's that pattern. I can go to Edit, and I can change the scale of it. And you're not going to find little half pieces of toucans anywhere, except for on the very edges, of course. Okay, so I'll show you why. If we go to Upload, Upload a Pattern, Browse. I'll just do this one again, Baby Astronaut. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I wanted to show you that it was a seamless pattern. You didn't see any seams. No matter how many I jammed together or space them apart, you don't see any seams, and that's what's nice. So that's how you use it in Cricut Design Space. Let's flip back over to Silhouette for a sec. Here we are in Silhouette. I'll go back to the design area, and let's get a shape. Any shape at all. I'll just choose this. And again, I can do the same thing. I come up here to the very right hand corner, and I'm going to go to the pattern swatch, which is the third one over, and it's going to have all my patterns. Now in Cricut Design Space, the most recent ones are at the top. In Silhouette, the most recent ones are at the bottom or near the bottom. And you can put these actually in Silhouette. You can order them into different folders. For example, I have a pattern folder for fall. I have a pattern folder for glitter because I had glitters, and plain old patterns just because I haven't done anything yet. And here are my spring patterns. So that's kind of nice over here in Silhouette that you can adjust them like that. But let's go ahead and use the toucan again. And again, the same thing with this one. I can do the advanced options, and I can change the scale, make them really, really small. And again, even though I'm doing that, since it's a seamless pattern, you don't see seams. I'll show you the difference. Here's something else I saved, the glitter ones. Now these were not seamless patterns. This was just a picture that I saved. So let me put that, and look, you see this little seam right here? Those seams? So when I change the scale of this, you can see all the seams in between the squares that I saved. So that's the difference with a seamless and a seamed pattern. This one is seamless, I believe. Whoops, I changed the angle. Nope, this one's not seamless. Look, watch when I get really like this. You can see the seams, as opposed to this one that I got from that website I just taught you about that is seamless. Let's look at this one. Look, no matter what I do with this one, you do not see any seams. Okay, so I hope you like this, and I hope you're going to enjoy going to this website because there's tons of fun things to find. Even these abstract ones would be a lot of fun, I think, right? The other thing is, if you copy and paste these, and you're going to print and cut, I should say. Let's go back to Silhouette. One of the things you can do to make sure that this is a really good color is to come up here to this thing that says Open the Image Effects panel. And if you go to the FX button right there, you can change how dark or how light this pattern is like this. And you can really get more saturated colors depending on how it's working with your printer. So what I would do is make one small, print it off, and see if I like it. And if I thought it needed to be adjusted a bit, I could come up here in the FX pattern and just change it. Another thing I could do is come here to this little paint palette and just change the hue, which changes it to any colors I might just like to use for some reason, you know? So you can change that as well. It's a lot of fun to play with these things here. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please look at my links down below. If you're in the market to buy something, I really appreciate it when you use my links. It helps me to keep going, helps to keep Team Patty in, to keep plugging along. So, and also the link for this website will be down below as well. So again, thanks for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Bye, you guys.